If you don't know who I am, my name is Colton Woods. I'm the creator of Strange Trails, a full cast audio drama in the style of Serial. The first season is available to listen to on any podcast platform for free. This channel is me working toward making season 2 and creating the novelization of the seasons so that as each season comes out going forward, there will be a book version as well for people to, pick which type of experience they want to have, or if they want to, have a slightly different experience with the same story, you can go for both. So that's what we're doing here. Right now I'm working on chapter 8 of book 4 in the series, and I think we're on track to finish this book by the end of January. Currently, the book is sitting at just under 88,000 words, which is pretty crazy. And so far, most of these chapters have been a little over 10,000 words, so there is an outside possibility that we'll hit 100,000 words in this video. I'm ready to dive into chapter 8. Let's make it happen, and let's get this thing written. Okay. Scene 1 of episode 8 is officially done. I just finished writing 3,700 words for scene 1 of episode 8, which is a cuckoo amount of stuff to write today, on top of the 1,900 that I wrote from, it's technically the previous video because it was the last episode, but I did do that this morning. So we're pushing 6,000 words written today, which is pretty nice. One of the things that I did not pay attention to before I started writing this scene, before I decided, I'm going to do scene 1 of episode 8, was seeing how long the scene was, because normally the first scenes of the episodes are at most 10 pages. They're usually shorter scenes. This one was 22 pages. And again, in addition to the 8 pages that I did earlier today, that put today at 30 pages, which yesterday I did 32 pages and it took all day to get through. Luckily today, because probably I didn't work out and I didn't have a 2-hour FaceTime call to cut time up, I did finish everything earlier than expected. I'm not going to get to write anything tomorrow because of my work schedule, but Saturday will be the next day that I'm available to do anything, so we will work on it then. This episode is a shorter one. This is the 51-page episode that I thought episode 7 was going to be, so this will actually hopefully go quite quickly. The problem is I'm running into a few days in a row where I'm not going to be able to actually write, so I'm gaining time by writing today, but I'm also going to lose time because of the way my work schedule is. But hopefully by Tuesday I'll be done with episode 8 and ready to move on to episode 9. I'm so close to being done with this book. It came together so fast, and I'm so impressed with myself. I'll see you when I am back to write more. Okay, so a couple days later, I'm home from work. I did make the mistake of agreeing to go in early tomorrow. So instead of having 5 hours to write today and trying to do 20 pages today, which was my original plan, I have an hour and a half. I could probably do 10 pages, which is fine because I was just going to adjust my goal down from 2 scenes down to 1 scene. But as it turns out, the scene that I'm on is 23 pages long. So I am only going to be able to do half of that scene today, which is fine, but it does suck a little bit. Though, because I'm going in early tomorrow, I will have time to write tomorrow when I was not going to originally have time. So I'll be able to hopefully make up for the difference. And rather than just doing it all in one sitting, I'll do it over the course of 2 days, I guess, which fine, whatever, as long as it gets written, right? So that will take me to about 2/3 of the way through episode 8. And yeah, it's an ensemble scene again, where we start to have a lot more of those toward the ends of the season. It's not meant to be a spoiler, but it is, I guess, a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, the ends of the seasons, you're gonna have a lot of scenes where the whole group is together rather than everybody being broken off doing their own storyline and their own investigation or whatever. So yeah, we end up with a big old scene with a lot of people together, and I did skim ahead when I was counting the pages, and it is it's a reveal scene. It's a big one. It's an important scene for the season, and it does answer some questions about what's been happening behind the scenes. I'm going to jump into that because, well, that's what I'm here for, right? So let's do it. Okay, so it is much later. I actually should already be in bed. I just continued writing because I was having like a good description day. I don't know if this is like something people can relate to, but like sometimes when you go to write, you're kind of just like doing the motions and you're just doing the he nodded, she sighed, they raised an eyebrow or whatever, like just like the very basic like rote emotions. And then like when you go to edit later, you'll adjust that. Sometimes you just get like a really good description day where you're just like, oh, she bit back a retort, only willing to allow this one comment to slide. Just like things like that you don't always have in your head. And that's not how a first-ish draft goes for me a lot of the time. And you just have like so much extra description to give for whatever reason that day on, and that you can go back and it's like not going to require heavy editing, like just like some pretty light touches. That was the type of day I was having, and I didn't want to stop in the middle of a scene and then have like the second half of the scene be written like tomorrow when I probably will not be in the same like writing mode basically. So I stuck with it. I kept going, ended up writing 4,200 words, which is so far beyond what I was expecting to do today. I still have, I think, 6 pages left for tomorrow, which is totally manageable. I think we'll see, but either way, I should probably be able to finish the scene tomorrow. Earlier, I was trying to describe what a penthouse looked like in this scene, and I think I don't really know what those look like because I've never been in one. So I ended up just Google image searching like penthouse and just describing one from there. So if you recognize the description of a penthouse from the top results of a Google image search, no, you don't. You don't recognize it, okay? I made it up. That's what happened, okay? We're all in agreement about that, right? Anyway, I need to go to bed, okay? I'm losing sleep talking to you. I'll see you tomorrow when I am back to hopefully wrap up this scene. Okay, so it's been a couple days, because of course it has. I did end up writing a little bit yesterday. I managed to finish the scene that I was working on and ended up with 1,900 words written, which is, love that. So today, what we're going to do is write the last 5 pages of the episode, which is one additional scene, and wrap it up. We're going to call it on chapter 8. That's good times. Good times will be had by all. So yeah, we're gonna do that. It's currently 18 degrees outside, which makes me so glad I'm not in LA. So I'm just gonna turn my space heater on and let's get to typing. Alright, that was fast. It was only like 1,000 words total to complete the chapter. I probably could have done it yesterday if I had realized it was only 5 more pages. But anyway, we're done. So chapter 8 has officially been completed. And now we're on to chapter 9. Currently, the book is sitting at 98,714 words. Okay, you know what that means. You know what that means. Chapter 9, we're hitting 100K. So that'll be a celebration for the next video. But as it stands, we're doing amazing. We're making great time. I do think I will probably be done this time next week, or maybe next Tuesday, potentially. Like, I should be able to complete the entire book by that point, and then I'll have a few days to read through and make some edits before we move into February. I genuinely don't remember the story at this point in the season as clearly as you know, I did when I was originally writing it. So now I'm just like kind of finding things out with the characters, which is a lot of fun, especially since I'm going to have to go over this so many times. Like, there will come a point where I do know the season backward and forward, and I know every individual scene and what happens in every scene and all that stuff, and it won't be fun anymore. But right now, the story's still fun for me. So I'm going to enjoy it while I have it. This was another scene where I was like, I don't really know what's happening because it's building up to something, but then it doesn't do the thing that it's building up to. It's sort of like a swap, and you end up with a different outcome than what you go in expecting, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and then I don't know if I'm going to continue writing tonight, like start chapter 9, or if I'll maybe work on editing the last video. So what's funny is I just finished, episode 8 is done. I haven't even posted the video for episode 7 yet because I have not had time to edit it. So I got to actually do that before I can really move on to things. So maybe I'll work on that. Then tomorrow will be the night that I start writing episode 9. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video for episode 9 and 100,000 words.